Hello. How are you? This is Els coming from bmascraftycorner, and this is our project for today. This is a daily journaling box. Okay, so you have a card in here for every day of the year, and you can journal on it. You can collect stuff on it, whatever it is you want to do, and you're going to make it your very own. So I am going to get all of the supplies together that we're going to need for this, and I will be back in just a moment to walk you through all of the steps on how to put this together. Okay, so supply list for this one. You're going to want a box. Now this could be, you can just get a filing card box if you want. This is one of the little crates from the dollar store. They're fantastic for this type of project. They are just under 6 inches. It's like 5 7/8 by just at 3.5, like a hair under. So you're going to want a box about yay size, You're going to want some gesso if you're going to use this kind of a box, because otherwise the paint's going to soak in. You're going to want some kind of a sealer for this as well, whatever you want to use to seal it. And you're going to want some paint brushes. You're going to want some index cards, 3x5, whether they're lined, this way, or they're blank, or they're lined this way, however you want to do that. You're going to want some chipboard. This is good for cereal box chipboard, the thin 22-point chipboard. You're going to want some chipboard, and you're going to want all of the ephemeras and pretties and things that you like. And if you have, rub-ons, or you have like letters you can die cut, whatever it is you want to do, you want to get all the stuff that you want to create with out for this one, okay? So I am going to go ahead and move all of this stuff, and we're going to get started. Obviously, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting the box. So I'll be right back. All right, so first things first, we are going to put some gesso on this. If you don't feel that you need to gesso yours, then don't. This is totally up to you. But I like to put a coat of gesso on raw wood just to use it as a primer. So I'm just going to put a coat here on this. I'm going to do the inside and the outside, because I'm going to paint it on the inside as well. And I want it to be pretty. And what I use here to protect my work surface is just a drawing pad from the Dollar Tree. I find that it works really well. And it's inexpensive, so I don't have to worry about, wasting a lot of money. So I'm going to go ahead and get this gessoed, and once it's all gessoed up, I'm going to let it dry. And once it dries, then I'm going to come back and we're going to go ahead and get started putting some paint on here. And getting to the general gist of this. So I'm going to let this dry inside and out, and while it dries, we're going to kind of move on to the next part before we come back to paint. So I'll see you in just a few minutes, and we'll get started on the next part of this, which is going to be making the dividers, okay? So I'll be back in just a few minutes. So for the next part, we're going to get out our chipboard, and we're going to be cutting pieces that are 6 by 3 inches. This, there we go. So let's see. Okay, so that is 6 by 3. We're going to cut 12 of these, okay? And then we're going to cut one piece that is 2 by 6, Fantastic. There's one right there. So I'm going to go and cut 11 more of these because I already have that one. So I'm going to cut 11 more of these, and then I will be back and we will move on to the next part of this. Okay? So now we have our 1 and we have our 12 others. So these are going to be your monthly cards. So you want to decorate these to whatever, you know, works for you. If you've got a baby's birthday in January, you might want to do that up as a baby card. Maybe you want to do it as New Year's. February, Valentine's Day, you want to do it with hearts. March, St. Patrick's Day. April, maybe you want to put flowers on it. May, maybe it's Mother's Day. Maybe you want to put things on there that remind you of Mom. June, who knows, maybe it's another birthday. July, the 4th of July. August, the end of summer, beginning of school. September, same type of thing. October, you want to do it in Halloween. November, you want to do it in Thanksgiving. December, you want to do it in Christmas. However you want to do this. I don't care if you just want to put flowers on them. It's yours. You can either decorate the fronts and the backs, just the fronts, whatever. But let's talk about, let's start with the tops, okay? So these are 6 inches tall, and your cards are 5 inches tall. That's so these stand out. So you have an inch to play with at the top, okay? So if you have an envelope punch board, you can do this, where you can put it in, punch it, go to the other side, punch it, and you can make it look like a tab at the top, like that. And you can move it around, you know, move it a little here, a little there, whatever. If you don't have an envelope punch board, you can pretty much pull off the same effect with a circle punch. Punch off the corner, punch off the other corner, voila, you get a tab. If that's not your thing, you can always get out your corner jig, draw a line on here on both sides using your corner jig, cut this off with a pair of scissors, and make them look like tags. Do a combination, whatever you want to do, okay? Alright, so I want to show you a quick trick. If you want to get them so that all of your cards are all perfect, so that you can do like a left, a middle, and an out and a right, the way that you do that on the punch board is you punch the first one, but when you put it in and you punch the first part, you draw a little line here and here. Then you go over and you punch your second part, you put a little line here and here. So I have 2 lines. So now when I put my cards in, I line up on those lines. And you could use a piece of tape. I punch, then I move my card over, line it up on my 2 lines, and punch again, and what I end up with is it's in the perfect position, okay? So I just punch the first one and put the lines in, and then I just punch everyone after that on those lines. Just a trick. So, I'm protecting my work surface. I have my Mod Podge. I've got some washi tapes and things. I've got a whole stack of just ephemera pieces and stickers and things like that. And we are going to get, I think we'll get started with what we've got. So we're going to start with January. And January for me is all about Happy New Year. So, I have this washi tape that looks like a clock, and I think that will work. So I'm going to put some washi tape on here, but I don't want to just, you know, washi this. I want it to have some color. So let's get a brush. I kind of like it. All right. So we got that. We're going to put tape down the side here. That's some of my washi tape sticks, because I don't know where you get your washi tape, but mine never sticks. All right. Some clocks. We'll trim that. So it looks nice and neat. And let's see. I think we need to stick with that theme of time for this one. And so I have these pieces. They're from the 99-cent from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm gonna get my glue because I don't trust it. And there's this little hourglass, and some of these, the metallic ones, you have to kind of poke the pieces out of them. So I'm going to poke the piece out of here. That out of there. And then I'm going to put some glue on there. I'm going to get that on there. And this clock. That, and I'm going to put this at the top of the clock. It's like a clock key, so I'm going to put this right at the top of the clock. And there's this one, which is another little key. Put this on here. And I think I'm going to put these little gears. Maybe. No, I'm not going to put the gears. I'm going to put this little spirally coil, though, right there. Okay. Now, I do want to round my corners because I like that look. You don't have to. It's not required, but I am going to round these bottom corners. And then I'm just going to ink the edge. Now, there's a couple of ways that I can put the words on here for January. I can use rub-ons alphabet rub-ons. I can use typewriter key stickers or whatever I want to do. But I know this is my January, so I'm just going to set it to the side and I will label it later. Okay, so I have put 2 coats of gesso and we're looking pretty good. There's a couple little rough edges here. It's not a problem. Just, you know, get out a little bit of sanding block or whatever and just kind of knock that down. Doesn't take much. It's a little rough inside. Give that a little love. And then we'll just kind of dust it out. There it is. Got our duster. All right, we're ready to go. So I'm going to paint this two-tone. I'm going to paint one color on the inside and a different color on the outside. So I'm going to do the outside first, and I'm going to be doing the outside in cool blue. So I'm probably going to put 2 coats on here, because even with the gesso, this is going to soak in a little bit. So I'm going to be using a complementary darker shade of blue on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get 2 coats of paint on this, inside and out. And then I'll be back and we will finish up a little bit more of this project, okay? I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, so I've got this painted. It is two-tone. On the outside, I have the Decor Crafters Acrylic Cool Blue. And on the inside, I have American Decor Legacy. And this is a flat, and this is a chalk, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to spray this when I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to start decorating now. So I'm just going to put whatever I want on here. For me, I'm going to put my daily musings. Anyway, just, you know, daily thought type thing. You could put daily box or daily journal or something, whatever you want to put on the side of it. Or you don't put anything on the side of it. Maybe you just want to put a picture on it. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and get started decorating mine. And once I get it all decorated, I'm going to spray it with sealer so that I don't have to worry about anything rubbing off on it. And then I will be back and we will assemble. All right? I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, so we're done with this. It's been painted, it's been sprayed with poly, it's been decorated, and I used the spring rub-on from my shop, and I kind of like it because it has like words behind the images and stuff, so it looks like it's stamped and a little dirty and a little messy. And I just put this on here and I rub it on, and then I just take my stylus and I just go like this over the lines, and it just takes off that part, but the rest of it is still there. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need our cards that we made for the months. If you want to use this one, you're going to get this one out. You can decorate it, leave it plain, whatever you want to do, and you're going to want your index cards. Now, you can get index cards that have the lines that go this way, or index cards that have the lines that go this way. It is entirely up to you, but what you're going to do is you're going to take about 31 cards for January. Ooh, 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Hey, that was a pretty good grab. You're going to put your January in, and then you're going to put your cards in. Okay? 28 days in February, so you'll do 28 cards. And you're just going to do it that way through the whole thing. And once you have all your cards in, then it's going to be set and ready to go. So I'm going to get mine all set up, and I'll be back to show you the finish. So here it is. It's all finished. And let me show you. So I have my January, which you guys were with me to make. And then I have my cards behind that. And I have my February. And my March. And my April. My May. And then June is my birthday. And July. And I have my August. September. My October. My November. And my December. Okay? So I have all my cards in here. And I have this little piece that I can use, you know, so like if I'm like on January the 7th, whatever I've already done, I can just put this in here to hold all those cards forward. And then I have a clean card to work with. So, the way this works is you just go in and you take out one card every day. Okay? If you're somebody who doesn't journal, but you've wanted to start, but you're like, oh, I don't know. This is a very small space. It's not that big of a space that you know, have to like stress yourself about. And just every day, just write something down or put a picture on here or maybe a movie ticket for a movie you went to go see or something, anything. I don't care. You went to go get gas that day and something happened at the gas station you want to remember. Put the gas receipt on here. It doesn't matter. But do something every single day. Okay? So that's why I'm calling this my daily musings. You can call this whatever you want, but it is a daily card journal. And I hope that you really try this project and that you enjoy it. I would love to see, you know, your cards and your box. So feel free to post this project in my Facebook group. And let's see, I think that's about it. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the button for me and subscribe, like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 11, 12, and 1 across the country. And I post videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm also going to be starting a free class, probably on Saturdays, where you can watch the video and then come into a live and say, hey, I get it, or I don't understand, and I'll be there to help you out with it. So, until I see you again, stay safe. Bye-bye.